Hello, this is Paul Cheney with Spartan Design University. We've gone through quite a collection of CSS and HTML to get this modern design look with the combination of rows and inner divs and stuff. We're now going to take it to the next level by doing a similar thing inside this white content area space. So let's come back to our index source code. We currently have inside the content div, we have a page name and content for this page. And then we have all this other stuff. So I'm going to delete that and open up a huge gap here so that I can put my content in here. Now, we're going to start each piece of information in an article tag. And we're going to have inside this first article will be set up a site. That'll be an H1. And then we'll have a paragraph tag. And I'm not going to bore you with typing all this stuff. And then we're going to have a simple unordered list. That'll be the head of our top of our page. So here it is. Set up a site and a list. Okay? Now, we're going to have a second one that's exactly the same. Okay, so let me see if I can organize this a little bit better. Okay, so there's an article tag which contains a heading, that heading, and a paragraph followed by an unordered list. We'll do the same thing here. This one's just going to be a bunch of filler text. But it's going to be an article with an H2 and a paragraph. Not very exciting yet, but we're getting more content. Now we're going to do one that's slightly more complex. Okay, so these two simply stack full height. Okay, full height there, all the way across on phone, tablet, and desktop. What we want to do next is we're going to set one up that is these three right here. So on the phone, they stack. On the tablet, they stack. On the desktop, they line up in three different columns. So remember, we always code with the HTML5 desktop view first, and then we stylize with phone first. So we're going to introduce a new div here, and we're going to close the div. This is going to be the end of the row. Now, row is just a word I'm going to make up, but it's very descriptive. Okay, this row is going to contain all three of these articles. This article and this article aren't in a row. Neither will this one and this one be. But these three will live as articles inside this row. So we'll open with the article. Close that one. Then there'll be the second article, and there'll be the third article. Then each side of these articles then will have an H3 and a paragraph. But before we do that, we want to be able to distinguish between this article and this article. So we're going to give this one class equals column 33%. That's what that stands for. And then, of course, there's the closing div down here. So in here we put some stuff, in here we put some stuff, and in here we put some stuff. So basic structure is there is an article which lives in a row. Notice when I tag this that it goes all the way to that row and all the way to that row. So here's what it looks like when we're done. So I have an opening row, I've got an article with a class, an H3, and a paragraph. And then I close that article. Then I repeat it. Another article, an H3, a paragraph, and a close article. Like this, let me do this. That might make it a little easier for you to see. So now we can clearly see article, 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 living within a row. Fine. Now everything else on this page is going to be just like the stuff at the top. Okay. We have an article, another H2. This time we've added a figure, which you've done before. That should be no surprise. Followed by a paragraph, followed by another H2, followed by another paragraph, followed by a closing article tag. So this is one large article with two topics, or two H2s inside of it. So let's see what we've got so far. Oops, sorry, I'll go to my version. So there it is. Now we're missing the photo, so we'll have to go grab that. The photograph, I put it into my source folder on my desktop, and then I linked it appropriately, so here it is. So once again, everything is stacked on all three devices. Now we need to go in and do some CSS, and we'll take care of that in the next video.